Hey guys, how's it going and welcome to another YouTube video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my plans post-show. As you may or may not know, I just competed for the first time this weekend and it was amazing, and I just want to talk to you guys about what my plans are like going forward. So I'm going to talk about my plans like body composition wise slash like nutrition wise, my plans training wise, my plans life wise, and then my plans competing wise. And then I also asked you guys to ask me any questions you guys have about like competing or show day or post show. So I have all those questions on my phone. I'm going to answer them at the end of the video. So my plans body composition wise, obviously I need to gain some body fat to be like at a healthy level of existence, because competing is not sustainable. Like the body that you have when you compete is so not sustainable for a few reasons. I mean, obviously like you're dieting, so your calories are really low and you can't really enjoy yourself in life, and I want to enjoy myself in life a bit more. So obviously increasing calories does help you enjoy more food and just be happier. Energy wise as well, more energy to push more in the gym, to just feel more energetic and like less tired all the time and less hungry obviously. But also like from a health standpoint, like once you start eating enough again, your hormones regulate, which is so important because, you know, leptin, which is your satiety hormone, goes down, and ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, goes up when you're dieting for a very long period of time. So once you increase your calories, those two hormones do balance out, so you don't feel hungry all the time and you feel satiated and you sleep better, right? I have been sleeping like shit throughout prep, and now I'm literally like 3 days post show and I'm sleeping like a baby. Like it's actually amazing. So yeah, and obviously as a girl, like when you compete you do lose your period. Like literally 90% of competitors will lose their period when they compete because your body fat goes down really low, that your body does not prioritize like certain things, aka your period, and it prioritizes other things like keeping you alive. And yeah, eating more also helps you stay warmer. I was really cold throughout prep and now I'm not as like cold all the time, which is really nice. So yeah, the plan is to not go ridiculously like crazy with putting on body fat. That's not the plan. It's not to be like, okay, bulk mode, let's go, like let's gain a bunch of weight. Like I am reverse dieting. I already uploaded a reverse diet video. Go check that out if you don't know what reverse dieting is, and that's where I explain what I'm going to be doing with my food. But body composition wise, essentially we're going to try and slowly put body fat on. That way I can work my way up to like a super high amount of calories while maintaining the lowest amount of body fat possible, if that makes sense, because I don't ever want to get back to a point like my previous bulks. Not that I regret my previous bulks, it's more so that like when I have to diet down again in the future, I don't want it to have to take as long as it did this time, because it did take a very long time. I've been dieting since February, even though my prep officially started in like June. I've been in a dieting phase since February with a few diet breaks. But yes, it's a lot of stress in my body, so right now the goal is to minimize the amount of stress on my body as much as possible. So that's like body composition wise, that is the plan going forward. I will be uploading like physique updates and just update videos in general on like how I'm feeling, how I'm looking, how my body's responding to like the higher calories, things like that. So yeah, now from a training perspective, things are fun. I've always been doing my own training. Like even throughout prep I did my own programming. I knew to not bench during prep, so I hadn't trained chest like since literally June, and I stopped deadlifting. I did Romanian deadlifts because those don't really engage your traps and they really do isolate the hamstrings and glutes, but I stopped doing like conventional deadlifts because those are really heavy on the lower back and on the traps. And like I explained in my week of training on prep series, we don't want to have a thick waist for bikini, so anything that over engages the lower back, i.e. conventional deadlifts, must go. And we don't want any like overdeveloped traps either, because obviously you want to have like a big open chest when you're like posing and stuff, because it does add to the shape. So conventional deadlifts were gone. But now that, you know, we're post show, I'm adding back in some bench and I'm adding back into deadlifts because I just love them. Like I just enjoy them, despite maybe they're not the best for like me aesthetically. I could always cut them out next prep and then, you know, the muscle comes down really easily. So I'm gonna be adding some chest and some deadlifts again. I'm gonna be adding more and more strength work, so I'll do a lot of strength work on my squats, on my chin-ups, on my deadlifts, and on my bench press. Those are like the 4 lifts where I'll be working in like the 4 to 8 rep range, I'd say. maybe a bit of like shoulder press as well. I do want to like bring my shoulder press back up. Like in my off season I was pressing the 20s and now I can barely get like the 18s up, so I want to get that strength back for sure. And I'm going to be training 5 to 6 times a week. I added a 6th optional training day on Sunday, and I'm going to be doing a whole other series explaining my entire workout split, so keep an eye out for that. So that is training wise. Yeah, and obviously like cardio is still going to be bumped down gradually, so yeah, I'll be talking about that more in my reverse diet video for sure. Now life wise, I do have a lot of projects going on, and I'm happy that I now have more time and energy to like allocate to those projects. So obviously I'm still gymming, right, and I'm still doing cardio and I'm still meal prepping, but like prep just takes a toll on you like mentally as well, that you don't feel like investing any that little bit of energy you have left on anything else in life because you're just so focused on your prep. But now that I have so much more energy that's been freed up, I can focus on other things. So I just started doing a master's degree at UCL. I'm studying entrepreneurship and I'm doing like all my online lectures and like learning new things, and I actually really am enjoying it so far. Like it's just the beginning, but I do love the content of this course because it's like what I'm passionate about. I do have a few business ideas for the future, and I do want to be able to acquire like the tools and knowledge necessary to be able to start these businesses, because obviously right now I do have an online business, right? I'm an online coach, but that's completely different to setting up like an in-person business. If I want to open up like a store, or if I want to create a product, there's so much more that goes into that. Obviously when you're gonna have to hire like employees, like right now I'm self-employed and I'm doing my own thing. I don't know like things about like accounting and finance and all those really annoying things that you need to know about, right? So that's like my master's that I'm doing right now. And then I'm doing a lot of like, well, obviously YouTube. I was on it during prep and I'm still gonna be on it like, you know, post show, because I do want YouTube to be like one of the main parts of my life going forward. And obviously my channel is still quite small now. I'm not even at 1,000 subscribers, but slow and steady it's growing. And the people that are watching my videos, like every single comment you guys like comment literally fills my heart with so much joy. Like I can't thank you guys enough for your support. So I definitely am going to continue YouTube, guys. Don't worry. Like just because Born Ready, you know, the series 23 episodes, which is crazy, is over, doesn't mean YouTube is over. I will still be uploading pretty frequently. 3 times a week I will try my best. Might be twice. It depends on, you know, what you guys want to see and what I'm able to realistically deliver to you guys. So yeah, and then Instagram, I do have like a couple of challenges planned as well, and some ebooks that I want to write. So those are some projects that I'm working on right now in life. And competing wise, people are like, oh, you should do another show. Like competing is expensive, you guys. Like there is a show in 2 weeks that I was considering doing, and I technically could afford it, but I'm just kind of done. Like mentally I'm not there. Am I happy with my placing? No, but that doesn't mean that I have to rush into it and compete again. Like I'm just waiting on the judges' feedback, and then I'm gonna just head into like a year-long off season, grow as much as I can, especially my legs, because my upper body is almost there. Like my shoulders need a bit of work, but my legs especially do need a lot of work. And then hopefully in 2022 or maybe end of 2021 I will do another show. It depends on where I'm at, obviously, with my physique. So that's all my plans, competing wise, life wise, everything. So you guys asked me a bunch of questions on Instagram, so we're gonna answer those right now. What was your day worth of eating like water, salts, food, supplements? I have a show day vlog where I show you guys everything I ate that day, so go check that out. How did you keep yourself pumped and shredded throughout the day? Did you need to do that at all? So again, go check out the video, but essentially we did increase my carbs on that day. I was eating carbs every 3 hours, and backstage I had like a resistance band that I used to get pumped. So what did you most enjoy about your bikini comp experience? To be honest, like just seeing myself get leaner. I mean, it sounds a bit vain, but like when you just see yourself get like super shredded, it really does feed your ego and it feels really nice. I'm not gonna lie, because I never thought I could do this. Like I never thought I was capable of getting this lean, and I thought I had gotten lean in the past. Like last summer when I was literally like 7 kilos heavier than stage weight, that was pretty shredded for me. And then I competed and I was like, okay, this is another level of shredded. So just seeing how far I could push my body was definitely like the most enjoyable part, I think. Did you feel fully prepared? Any surprises? I did feel pretty prepared. No surprises. More so like it was a new experience, but I knew what to expect. So there was like on show day, there was nothing I was like, oh shit, you know? There was no surprises. Did prep mess up your period? I've heard women that compete lose their period. Yes, it did. That's completely normal. It's a short-term thing. I will get it back once my body fat levels are high enough again. So yeah. I did lose my period at 12 weeks out, by the way. If there's one thing you would have changed about training training, what would it have been? About training, I mean, I really did enjoy my training, I'm not gonna lie. I would have probably changed the fact that, yeah, I just didn't want to lose any strength, basically. I just wish that prep didn't make you lose a lot of strength. But the thing is, like, relative strength stays pretty high because obviously, like, you weigh less, so, you know, mass does move mass. So when you weigh less, automatically, like, your lifts will come down a little bit, but relatively, if you do like the ratios and the math, my strength didn't go down that much. But yeah, and probably also the fact that I wish I could still bench throughout prep. I noticed you are all posing in the same way. Is it something they tell you to specifically do? Yes. So with bikini, you have 2 poses you have to hit, which are your front pose and then your back pose. And then the transitions, you can kind of do like, they're all kind of the same, more or less, but you can add your own style to it. But yeah, there's like the front pose and the back pose are the standard. Other than muscles, how did you have to prep, as in body hair, tan, shavings? So yeah, you gotta be hairless. So like a couple days before, I got like waxed / I shaved as well, depending on what body part. Then you get a first coat of tan the day before, and then the second coat of tan on the day of the show, so you get pretty dark. That way your muscles show a lot more. And then you get a glaze as well before going on stage. It just makes you look a lot like shinier and like more smooth. And then what else? Yeah, I got my nails done, did my hair, got my makeup done. So yeah, that's like basically how you prep for the day. Did they contour your body with makeup to enhance the muscles? No. So they don't touch your body with makeup. It's just a tan that helps enhance your muscles. Did you get to choose your bikini? Do they give you options? So yeah, I chose my own bikini, like the color and everything. The style, like the cut, like for the IFBB or like NPC, which is the federation where I competed, like you need like a triangle top, and then the bottoms from the back have to be a specific shape, and they have to show your glutes to a certain amount. So yeah, like those are the standards. Like the fit of the bikini, there's a standard, but like the crystals, the color, all that stuff, like the connectors, I chose myself. So I got them from Bikini by Bikini Mama. I'll put her Instagram right here. Her bikinis are gorgeous and they're all like custom and handmade. So yeah. Highlight of preparing for the show, honestly, like just the fact that I could still enjoy foods that I really like because my coach does flexible dieting. So I was having ice cream literally like 1 week out. Yeah, so basically just having ice cream on prep was probably the highlight of preparing for my show. Any lessons learned? Yeah, I've discovered a lot of ways to basically make myself feel full or like eat a lot of low calorie dense foods so I'm not hungry. So that's like the biggest lesson I've learned, is like just finding new foods that I didn't think could keep me as full. Like potatoes and popcorn are definitely like the 2 biggest like eye-openers during prep that I discovered. Was it nerve-wracking being on stage? Like the first time, because I competed in 4 classes. So the first class was the beginners, I think, and yeah, like I was shaking honestly before, like from excitement, but obviously from nerves as well. Like backstage, I practiced my routine so many times just so that it could be like automatic once I stepped on stage. So the first time, yeah, but like once you get it done the first time and you're on stage and the other girls are on stage, you're like, oh, okay. And the audience wasn't even that big, and like there were people that I knew in the audience as well, which made it nice. And my friend Heini, I love her, go check her out, coached by Heini. She was like cheering my name so much, which really helped. So are you planning on going into an off season to build muscle? Yes, but gradually. So I'm gonna reverse diet my way into it. I'm not gonna like go straight into my off season right now just because like I don't want to gain a bunch of body fat all at once. What has been the most difficult thing to do during your cut? How are you feeling now? So for me, the hardest is posing, and my posing still needs a lot of work. So yeah, posing definitely was the most difficult, and obviously just the feelings of like fatigue and doubting myself. So those are like the biggest challenges for me. How are you feeling now? I feel fucking awesome, guys. I'm getting pumps again. Like in the gym, I've only had 2 workouts since like the show. The pumps are crazy. Like it's just crazy. Like I can't remember what it's like to get pumped, and now that I'm actually getting pumps, it's amazing. So I feel really good, and I'm not starving anymore because like my calories have been bumped up. They're not even that high, but like my hormones have balanced out, I think, for now. I'm not very hungry, which is nice. How is it like being judged in a bikini next to other girls? I'm not gonna lie, like I was comparing myself to everyone so much. Like I think it's just human nature. We were all looking at each other kind of like, you can just see, like it's nothing bad. Like you look at other girls like tits or like their ass or their legs or their abs or like their shoulders. It's just human nature. Like you're gonna compare yourself. So it was a bit like, oh, like she has better shoulders, she has better glutes, or oh, I think my glutes are better than hers. Like it's like that, but it's no hard feelings. I mean, you know, it was just, yeah. And being in a bikini, like I'm not very prude. Like I don't care if people can see everything. I was like, whatever. Like on my Instagram, I post like my check-ins, and you literally see my entire like ass. So do you feel hungry right now? No, for now I don't feel hungry. What did you like most and least about competing? So I think I sort of answered this. I guess like the day of the show most was, yeah, just meeting everyone. Honestly, I met so many girls backstage, which was really nice, and just like I felt a lot less alone, and just like the vibe backstage was so much fun. Like everyone was just eating like rice cakes and peanut butter and popping up. Least is probably, I don't know, I guess yeah, maybe like the loss of strength in the gym, because I was very attached to my strength. So, but that's not competing. Like at the day of the show, what did I like the least? Oh my god, freezing. I was so cold. Just being freezing backstage, and when they tan you, you're naked, and like they're spraying you with this really cold spray. Guys, I was freezing. So yeah, that's what I hated the most about competing. It's just like how cold you are backstage. Literally someone just asked me, why is it so freaking cold backstage? Combination of low body fat or not wearing much and the tan. Probably that's why it's so fucking cold backstage. And then last question, do you know what your body fat was? No idea, and I don't really care. Thing is with body fat measurements, it's so hard to get an accurate measurement. Even if you go and get a DEXA scan, they count water as lean body mass, so it kind of skews the results a little bit. So I don't know, if like anyone wants to have a guess what my body fat was, feel free. I don't really care. I was just pretty fucking lean. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, those are all the questions, guys. Thank you so much if you've watched till the end. I know this was a long rambly video, but I wanted to cover everything in one big video. So yeah, going forward, I do have a lot of videos planned for you guys, but I still want to make sure you guys are happy. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know what videos you guys want to see, whether it be food challenges or vlogs or full days of eating, training vlogs, Q&As, sit down videos. Please do leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram. I'd love to chat with you. It's just @AdaLifts. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.